blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servants Homestead, guys. Today we are going on a little field trip. Now, outside doing my milking chores, and I see that we are down to the bottom of the barrel when it comes to the feed for our milk goats. And I did get the question, what do we feed our dairy goats? So today I'm going to take you guys along as we go and pick up the feed that's needed, and you guys will see exactly what we used. Okay, so let me get this lady milked out, get Miss Penny milked out, as well as the other three ladies, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, now I came to to get some things for our dairy goats, but look what I found here. Now I already have a variegated pink lemon, have Meyer lemons, I have Calamunden. I've been on the prowl in search for a kumquat, and not only do they have kumquats, look guys, they have a blood orange tree back there, and these prices don't sit well with me. They're like $35.99 for this little stick. So needless to say, I left it here the other day. Well, look what I see. They have a banana, guys, and that's a dwarf Cavendish. So it looks like that might be coming home with me. I'm gonna have to think about it. And look, they even have olives. Decisions. Okay guys, so first up is Boss, B-O-S-S. And as you can see, this 20 pound bag is $16.99. However, they're running a special on this 40 pound bag, and it's $19.99, so we're gonna get that. Second on our list is beet shreds. So we're gonna get a bag of beet shreds, and we also need some alfalfa pellets. Okay, so we're looking at $21 for a 40 pound bag of alfalfa pellets, and we're looking at $18.99 for a bag of shredded beet pulp. Okay guys, and so I have everything I need for the milk goats. However, I do have a couple of Nubians that need some attention, and that's going to be a whole separate video. But I had to get this bag right here of senior horse feed. Okay, and that bag is 25 bucks. So milk goats, Nubians that need attention, whole nother video, senior horse feed. So that's it for here, and I ended up getting this banana because they are marking it down for me. Okay, so let's check out and we'll get on the road to the next location. Okay guys, and we are pulling up to our next location to get what we need. This is the place where I get what they call milk makers. Now this is the new location for a place called Godfrey's, which is a Georgia feed store that makes their own mixes. So let's go on in. Okay you guys, and so we are back, and actually here we are. It's another day. When I got to the place where I pick up the Godfrey's from, I wasn't able to record, so I picked up the 2 bags of the Godfrey's milk maker, and then I came home. Things got a little hectic and busy, and so I did have enough feed yesterday to give to the milk goats for their evening milking, and I had just enough this morning to give some of them. So here we are in the middle of the milkings, and I have to mix up the feed so that I can continue my chores. But I do want to show you guys what the bag for the milk makers looks like, as well as what the feed looks like once it's all mixed in. So I'm going to give you an up close of the bag of milk makers that I get from Godfrey's. Okay, so hold on. Okay, and as you guys can see, that's our bag of alfalfa. We got our Boss or black oiled sunflower seeds, our beet shreds. That's one bag of Godfrey's here, and this is the other bag of the Godfrey's here. And I just wanted to give you guys an up close of the label. So that's the label of the milk makers. It's 17% protein and 12% fiber in there. But this is the bag. And I'll also show you guys our bin. And as you can see, it's completely empty. We're down to the bottom. But you could also see where I told you sometimes I mix up some whole oats as well. So this particular portion does have oats in there. Okay, so let me get this all filled up and then I'll be right back. Okay, and so the bin is full. Everything is in there, and that's what the mix looks like when it's all said and done. Okay, so now let's talk about a few things, shall we? Now, remember, we purchased a total of 5 bags yesterday. We had 2 bags of the milk maker. We had a bag of beet shreds, the bag of Boss, and the bag of alfalfa. Now, the mix that I typically try and mix ratio wise, I don't measure precisely, but I aim for a bag and a half of milk maker, a bag of alfalfa, a fourth to a third of a bag of the Boss, and the same with the beet shreds, depending on if I put the whole oats in there or not. If I put the whole oats, it's typically 1/4 of a bag of this, 1/4 of a bag of that, 1/4 of a bag of the whole oats. But because I did not use whole oats this time around, a third of a bag here, as you can see, third of a bag here, or maybe a little bit more. And then the 2 bags of milk maker, I have a half a bag here left, and then 1 full bag of the alfalfa. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you guys about something that's very important. Hey guys, and so let's talk about something that is important to me, and that is numbers. Okay, so for me, I'm one of those type of people. If the numbers don't make sense, then it doesn't make sense. Okay, so one of the things that I want you guys to know is that though we have lots and lots of goats, the dairy goats are primarily my responsibility. That's something that we discussed prior to getting them, and that's something that I'm upholding on my end of the deal. Okay, so one of the things that I set out to do was to kind of make sure that when having the dairy goats, they made sense to the homestead, which means that they didn't cause us money, but in fact did the opposite and brought money to the homestead. And so I'm going to tell you one of the ways in which all of the feed that you guys just saw me mix up was pretty much paid for by the goats themselves. Okay, so let's talk about that. Now, this is my milking from today's milking, this morning's milking. Actually, we're looking at 2, almost 3 quarts of milk. Okay, and this is just our morning milking. I'll get about this much in our evening milking today. Okay, so we're looking at a little over a gallon of milk a day. And right now I am selling a quart of milk for about $3, which is significantly lower than market price right now. But again, I'm only doing it to offset some of the cost associated with keeping dairy goats. Okay, so now let's crunch some numbers. I have my 2 receipts from yesterday. Now, this is our receipt from the milk maker. As you can see, we paid $40 for 2 bags. Where is it? There we go. 2 bags of milk maker. We paid $40 for it. Okay. And then we had the alfalfa pellets. Remember, were $20.99. The black oil sunflower seeds, or the Boss, was $19.99, and the beet shreds were $18.99. So we're just going to do some quick math. You got 20, 40, 60 for those 3 bags. 80, 100 for those. So $100 worth of feed that gave us a bin that's going to serve us for most of the month. Now, what I do want you guys to keep in mind, although we did have to buy the Boss, the black sunflower seeds, we didn't use the whole bag. Although we did have to buy the beet shreds, we didn't use the whole bag for that either. So next time around, when we have to go and buy more feed, those are two things that will not be associated with our cost. Keep that in mind. Also, we got 2 bags of the milk makers. However, we only used a bag and a half. So the next time around when we go, I'll only have to get 1 bag because I still have a half a bag. That'll help make up the next bin. So keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to cost as well, associated with that, keep in mind we're at $100 already, right, for the feed. Now, when I bottle my milk, I use a quart-sized jug like this and a cap. The jug cost me about 68 cents each, and the cap is about 6 cents, so we'll round that up to 75 cents. So 75 cents for the jug to put the milk in. Okay, so now I have an overage of about 15 quarts of milk a week that I sell. So you multiply that by 4 weeks in a month, I'm looking at about 60 quarts of milk that I sell. That being sold at $3 each, you're looking at about $180. Okay, so take our $180 of milk sales minus our $100 in the feed that we did, and you're looking at $80. And then your 60 quarts of goat milk minus 75 cents each, that's about $45. So we're looking at an overage of about $35. Now keep in mind, we did pick up a bag of the senior horse feed yesterday, which ran us $25. So all in all, we're looking at about a $10 profit. Now, that's just on paper. That's not calculating all of the yogurt that I get to make from the milk that I keep for the household. We're making ice cream. We're making cheese right now. So those are things that I'm no longer having to purchase from a store. And that you can't put a price tag on. It's endless. So it's basically like providing great dairy products and raw milk for the family and being paid to do so, if that makes any sense. But yeah, guys, so that's it. That was one of the beautiful things about being able to keep dairy goats. They have to pay for themselves, and here on our homestead, they're doing just that. Now, if you guys found this video informational, or if you feel you learned something, or you're now motivated to get dairy goats of your own, I'd love to hear from you guys. Leave me a comment in the description box below, because I try to get around to reading all of those, okay? But that is it, guys. I'm going to get this milk processed, and I just want to thank you guys for stopping by the Humble Servants Homestead. Peace and blessings to each and every one of you. Don't forget, keep a smile on your face. You be happy, you be cheerful, and you be blessed. Until the next video, take care.